I want to call to order in statement of compliance with Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 1048. As revised, this meeting has been advertised in accordance with the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act and is publicly accessible in accordance with law. Roll call, please.
Sure. Rocco,
Present.
Dr. George. Is Dr. George on? Is that her
No.
or no?
No.
Okay, so absent. Sarah?
Here.
Maria? Absent. Rosemary, I am here. Zainab? Gina? Maddie? Here. Mayor Walker? Absent. Frank Weber?
Here.
And Dr. Bragan? Absent. Thank you. Bragan.
So we took flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, make a motion to go into executive session.
That motion?
I will second that motion to go into executive session.
And I will, to
All
our
in
member,
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
to our member of the public, you will be in the waiting room until we are out of executive session.
No? All right, motion to go out of executive session.
I'll make the motion out.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I will readmit, and I will have to take that out of the recording because I forgot to stop that.
All right,
Yes, you.
okay, can I have a motion for the minutes? Or the approval of the regular meeting minutes of August 6th and the approval of the executive session minutes from August 6th. Right. Oh, yeah, discussion.
No discussion?
Discussion?
Rocco?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Yes. Maddie?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
On personnel, you have several appointments and one resignation. Why don't we do A by itself and then we can do B through I inclusive unless there are any objections from the trustees.
Perfect. So motion to accept the resignation of library assistant of support services, Jenna Gervais, effective September 19th, 2025. I can make the motion.
Yes.
And I'll second.
Okay.
Discussion? No.
Sarah motion. Okay. Sarah?
Yes.
I am a yes. Maddie?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Rocco?
Yes.
Okay, and then we are, let's see, yes. Okay, so approving the appointment of eight, library assistants. Okay.
So that's
No, one library
No,
assistant. Let me just,
C through I? Oh, I thought we did A, oh.
okay.
As listed.
We need a motion to approve all of the ones listed from B through I.
I'll make the motion.
I will second it.
Seconded.
Any discussion? No? Okay, well,
Yes. Frank?
Yes.
And Rocco?
Yes.
Sarah?
yes.
Thank you.
Right,
And then we have item J under personnel for our discussion in executive session, approving for Felicia Fleming a 10% reduction effective August 27th through September 4th, for each day worked for her for additional duties in the absence of the library director.
I'll make a motion for J.
I will second the motion.
Sarah, second, motion.
All in favor? Or,
Oh,
no,
roll call, sorry.
Yep. Frank,
Yes.
Rocco,
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Yes, Maddie?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, moving to, we need an action on the September 10th bill listing in the amount of $200,031.90.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Second. Discussion.
Any discussion?
Rocco,
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Yes, Maddie?
Yes.
Frank?
Abstain.
Thank you. Good, good.
Okay, and then accepting the 2024 audit report, motion please.
I'll make the motion.
I can second it.
Sarah, second.
Discussion, the audit report. No? Okay.
Anything on the audit report that puts out?
No.
All right, Rocco,
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Yes, Maddie? Yeah. Frank?
No, and I wish I had more time, but this, I think it should be reviewed more.
Okay, we're done.
Okay, moving on to old business.
No, nothing for old business.
Okay, new business?
New business, I do have 2 items. And I apologize with these again. I drafted language to make sure that I have something appropriate for all of you to consider. There are 2 matters in new business. One will come up later for the buildings and grounds discussion. It is a motion to enter into a cooperative purchasing agreement with the Monmouth Ocean Educational Services Commission to provide access to state contract purchasing in accordance with the New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Program. So essentially not essentially, exactly what this is, we are already a part of ESCNJ, which is a cooperative purchasing program through the state of New Jersey. And when our architect went in on one of our projects and submitted it to them, they found that they thought that the price was a bit high and took it upon themselves to look at other options and went to the Monmouth Ocean Educational Services Commission, which is another cooperative purchasing group in New Jersey that we can join. The public schools in Old Bridge are already a part of that cooperative. And I spoke with them, and all we need to do today in order to join that, there's no cost. There's a resolution that needs to be passed, and then an agreement for the board president and secretary to sign off on. And then anytime we have a project that's above bid threshold, we can send it out to them. And the purpose of them, I just want to read exactly from their website. It is a team effort to obtain benefits in pricing, product quality, and an efficient contract process for public purchasing entities. So that's what these cooperatives do. So it is simply a motion to enter into that agreement.
And it avoids the bidding and procurement struggles that you guys have gone through. It's good to have as many ed services commissions as you can have.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because they essentially have open approved contracts, which are like time and materials for them. And then when you need them, you just use them.
Oh.
And it's already pre-bid for you.
That's good.
That's awesome.
It's why our renovation, our furniture renovation phase 1 didn't need to go out to bid, because that's through ESCNJ.
Is there any reason you wouldn't want this? No, right? No,
I
okay.
couldn't think of anything.
And it doesn't
Yeah.
bind you to use them ever. So
Okay.
it's just an option.
I would make the motion.
I will second that motion.
So Don, can you read the motion just into the record? Linda's notes.
The motion is to enter into a cooperative purchasing agreement with the Monmouth Ocean Educational Services Commission to provide access to state contract purchasing in accordance with the New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Program.
You was made enter.
Get all that one?
She got it, she always does.
All right, so I think we've discussed, right? We can go to roll call.
Okay. We did
We
it.
did motion.
Motion, Sarah motions and who's second? Sarah,
Yes.
I am a yes. Maddie?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes,
Rocco?
Yes.
Passes, thank you.
Great.
Okay. Our next item of new business is to approve the closure of the library to the general public on Friday, December 19th for a full staff training day. We've done this once a year since I arrived, and I think it's been well utilized. And it's also a nice day for staff to have an opportunity to meet with their departments when they can all be together and not on the public desks.
I'll make the motion.
I will second that motion.
Is there any discussion around that?
Okay, I am a yes. Maddie?
Yes.
Frank?
yes,
Rocco?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Thank you.
There's one last item I don't believe the board needs to vote on.
Right.
But I wanted to just check in to make sure that everyone's okay with not voting on that. So for a full closing of the library, that is a board vote. When we need to close one branch, I don't believe we need to have a vote, but I just wanna make sure that everyone's comfortable with that. There are 2 days coming up, that will be Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, when the library closes at 2 p.m. And our Lawrence Harbor branch doesn't open until noon on those days. So the main branch will be open until 2 p.m. But the Lawrence Harbor branches will be closed on that day, and those employees will report here. And that's all I had for new business.
Okay, great. Moving to the. Oh, yeah, does anyone else have the business? No? Okay, director's report.
Director's report, does anybody have questions about what I sent out in the written report?
This is very thorough.
Lots of good news. We had, I think I put in a note about we're gonna have a Wi-Fi report. So the last piece of our technology infrastructure upgrade is our Wi-Fi. And our Wi-Fi's been pretty good, so we haven't been, it hasn't been urgent. So we undertook going in proactively to get this done, and it's a good thing we did because we were on the verge of not having a great Wi-Fi experience. So you're gonna be getting that next month. We're looking at roughly about $10,000, but it was going in for the Wi-Fi that's for the public, the Wi-Fi that's for the staff, the projection of Wi-Fi out into the parking lot, all of those access points and new software that's going to allow us to actually start reporting how many Wi-Fi sessions we're granting every year. We've not had that capability, and it's an important number to give to the public and to the state so that they know. So that, the report is coming. HVAC, with our move to our new HVAC contractor, I'm monitoring it carefully. We've had 2 parts to our HVAC maintenance here. One has been to the software system that controls all of the units, and then one has been actually maintaining the units themselves. Our new company came in and did both of those things for us already. So I believe we're going to be able to cancel the contract with the other service and simply move ahead with our one service. And they've been able to do a lot of the temperature air balancing already without any additional cost. So we're excited for that. We did have one complaint from the public, but it's a good complaint from the public.
Okay.
They want more STEM programming. We currently have 1 after-school programming per month, and it fills up right away.
Good problem to have.
That is a great problem to have. So I have assured the person from the community that we're going to be building that in. We'll certainly be reaching out to the schools to see if there's an opportunity for us to collaborate more on that, once we have the idea formulated and we can get to our robotics, that will be a great program, but the person did say that this is a very large community and we need to offer more, and I think we all agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, the parking lot, every night when I leave work, packed.
Oh,
Packed. There are
packed.
times I come back from lunch, I can't even find a parking spot.
Yeah. It has been,
It's great. It's wonderful.
It has been, and next month you're getting a comparison of, I think it was January to August of 24 to 25, so that you can see the increases there. It's already done, I just didn't wanna launch another thing onto this meeting. But the numbers are coming back. I will tell you that we're not quite back to pre-COVID,
Really?
but we're close. So Old Bridge used to lead the parade and we're getting back to where we're doing.
And I'm gonna say that I know that the school district has been increasing in numbers of students, enrollment has increased
Yes,
tremendously.
and we're gonna be
That's
making the push,
awesome.
Dawn and I are both working on a little project right now to maybe even increase that with visits from the librarians here to our schools in
great.
town.
idea.
One of the biggest problems we're having right now is dealing with transportation issues, obviously,
Yeah.
due to the financial nature and nursing and making sure that we follow all the rules of
Yeah.
transporting people around the district. So what seems to be a much more cost-effective way of kind of dealing with the library and the school system is sending librarians to the schools. Today, I received today from Dawn a list on the curriculum that will be discussed. It is something I'm going to be bringing to Dr. Tui, the head of curriculum and instruction. I'm sure he's going to approve it. And hopefully hopefully later this month, maybe early October, we'll start seeing librarians visiting at least the secondary schools, and I'm gonna work with the elementary supervisor
that's
to
a great
set that
idea,
up as
love
well,
it.
so.
And I'm gonna move ahead with the purchase because we just, in this day and age, need them anyway. So we're gonna be adding a database called Ground News that I think I sent the link to everyone. So we're gonna be adding that, and then we're also going to be getting at minimum in print the Opposing Viewpoints series, because they really are incredibly valuable for students. We'll make sure that they can check them out. And then we're gonna look at getting that resource online as well. The EBSCO version of that, Points of View Reference Center, is not, it's just not as dynamic as the other, and we can afford that, and that's an excellent resource for the schools. So getting them some overviews with that, we're very excited about all of those things.
Absolutely love that, well done.
We keep building, and we also spoke about the book kits, which have been kind of sitting there. We are planning on bringing them out toward delivering them at the end of the month this month.
And our new driver.
The new driver, bringing them to the
yeah,
school, so we don't have to go worry about picking them up, we just gotta work on a schedule.
That and the cards, we can pick up the cards, drop off the cards and do that kind of thing, so the drivers are also very excited to get
Yeah.
involved in that. So, two other things that I sent to all of you, and I don't know when or if we want to discuss them. I sent a draft of the community report. Our library needs to send to the community every year a beautiful community report. And what we did was go in and draft that for everyone, including, I borrowed from Hoboken Library just to give them credit, that pie chart, that's a graphic of where we're investing taxpayer dollars in what we're spending, how much we're spending on personnel versus programming. And it's also a really valid exercise for us to see what we wanna increase, and that's our materials.
Okay.
So I don't know, I don't think that's a vote item, but I would like to certainly have from the board feedback as to whether we want that in print. Do we want 500 copies printed and available? Do we want it sent out to the full community? Who we wanna send it to? But if anybody has any feedback on that community report, it's the 2024, and we'll get the 2025 out sooner. But I think it's good to start with that, and I think it's community building.
Not me.
I think it's I think it's community building, to show some responsiveness and explain what we're doing, the increases that we're seeing. So if no one has any objections to what was in that report, I'll finalize getting it ready to send out to everyone next month. It's just foot traffic, how many programs we had, and I really like the way, I think that Pam Condello, our coordinator for communication and strategy, did an excellent job of making one page be like, we're your art center, we're your community space, we're your workspace. So I think that the community would like to see that.
Great, for
I
sure.
think that's a great idea.
All right, so
So is
we'll-
it like a physical copy, digital physical?
So the one that I sent to everyone, and maybe in next month's packet before we decide to go to press with it, we'll have a print copy.
Yeah,
Send to
like
everyone.
just see it.
Yeah.
And this is just to see what it looks like. And starting off with a general quote is what a lot of them do, just to talk about libraries. Our picture, which is, I find endlessly amusing because it looks a little Sopranos. The staff really liked it, and this will be a director's note in here. And then we wanted to say thank you to the trustees. Thank you to the community. Wanna do that together.
Yeah, I think we
Um,
May I do mine?
Okay,
Thank you.
so it has our mission statement, who the
You can hear us
trustees
all, man.
are.
We unmute him on the.
Unmute the phone.
number.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not that one, the phone,
The one on the bottom.
the bottom one.
The 732.
This,
No.
Yeah,
No, on
unmute
the-
that
the
one.
green.
this.
Yeah.
He'll probably get a notification.
Okay. So a space was left, you can see here, Board of Trustees space for either a write-up or a picture.
Right.
You know, maybe we
Hold on,
wanna,
let's
I
make
can
sure
draft
he can hear
something
us,
for the-
'cause
on behalf
otherwise
of
you're
us.
gonna have a forum. Frank, can you hear us still?
he can, but he can't answer.
Oh, Frank, unmute yourself. Alright, oh, I can't unmute him
Use
either?
the other, see what happens with the other box. Like, on Frank, the,
Go up and then to the three dots to the.
And that was the problem.
Forget it.
It's weird that you can mute but not unmute.
I know, Frank, can you
Frank,
unmute
unmute
yourself?
yourself. On your phone.
How is it that we can mute him on the phone? It's so weird.
Yeah.
How does that even work? Frank? Yeah. You may be better off calling him maybe. Sorry about that. I was trying to solve the problem. I made a problem.
It's okay.
Working for a while there.
Is that his cell phone that is on along with the Zoom?
Yeah, but then he'll at least he'll see that it's progress, at least, you know.
In theory.
What if we text
You can-
him?
You
Put
could,
a chat in there.
we can do that, or you can remove the phone number and then text them,
Yeah, you can chat right on. So,
cause he's on. I got it. So the phone number dropped off. And now if he calls back, we're okay.
Yes.
Should I ask him if he can call us back?
No, I have to connect my watch still, I changed my, oh, it's such a long story.
Can someone call him again?
I had to change my phone, I went 4 times to Apple, they finally gave me a new phone. But then my watch isn't attached to it. I'm paying for it, but I get to, it's worth time to go back again.
I literally only have my.
Yes, I'm gonna put you on the speaker on my phone, okay, so we can just get through the rest of this. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, we're back.
All right,
Welcome back, Frank.
so this is, there's a pie chart, Frank, this is in the materials that were in your packet. The pie chart just showing where our expenditures are, I can adjust this any way that we want to, but it's nice to also see that we're roughly in line also with Hoboken with, what we're spending. Then this is just, the library is your destination for work plan inspiration, your literacy hub, your art connection. It just really personalizes what we're doing, showcases these things, curates our numbers a little bit. Your neighbors is your community. And then what we did this year, kind of our highlights, your workplace, and then our highlights, and then what we're looking forward to, what was 2025, what we plan on doing. So like I said, if anybody has anything that they wanna send to us, I can draft my letter to the community and then ask the board if anybody wants to submit.
I'll write something and share with everyone.
Okay,
Well,
perfect.
there is something you should be aware of, and I just found it out today.
Uh-huh,
If someone comes into the library and asks you for any information that might be on a state report, you are to send them to the director or whoever else is there in his or her charge, and they deal with it. So they're not getting access to that because the next thing will be, that report has what, 150 items on it, it seems?
yeah,
And there's some things that you may not want, once they get into those things you're gonna offer them, they may want more. And the second thing is that with the clarify for me, what the librarians are gonna be doing when they get to the schools.
the librarians are going to be telling the kids about our programs, about our resources, and how we can support them in their assignments, and they're going to be given sign-up cards or registration forms for library cards. And then they'll be able to take those home, and whoever has their parents sign off on getting a library card and all those things, will go back and pick them up, have their cards made, and then bring them back to a teacher for distribution in the classroom.
Sorry, the only thing I was suggesting is that if at some point, whether the union will have concern on any of the issues because of the libraries, most of them. We lost them, how many years ago?
Oh, the school librarians? Yeah, there's only one left in the district.
Yeah, and prior to that, we had one at every school, and I think sometimes 2 or more at the high school.
Correct.
So just something to be, but based on what you said, I don't think there'll be a problem.
Yeah, I think we've got everything under control, and the community report is what Old Bridge did. Make
Yeah.
great community reports, and we're just getting back to that.
I think it's awesome.
I think it's a wonderful idea,
Yeah.
and Pam did a wonderful job.
She
Yeah.
did.
She's
Yeah,
very
it's
good at
amazing.
So, like I said, we'll make sure that everything we have finalized with any commentary for the community report and have that ready to send out after next month's meeting. The bookmobile report, I know that that's a lot more to digest, but I wanted everyone to have that. And I've explained that to staff. That's something that we need to give the board an opportunity to discuss. If everyone wants to get together and have more of a conversation about it, or wait until we get some of our other big projects done before we head into that. And I think everything else are notes that I have that would be under committee reports.
Okay. Moving on to committee reports, building and grounds. I think you guys have some updates.
Yeah, we got a lot in building and grounds to discuss. We had a meeting last week, last Thursday. And we brought up several, particularly there are three major things, but they need a little bit of one of them needs a lot of explanation. The first thing is a small one, the interior doors are falling apart.
Not anymore.
No?
Sorry,
Oh, wait,
I
so
forgot to
so I
update
guess we
you.
had an update.
The change from last week, I called the contractor, he came in, it was a sensor issue. I assumed that the exterior doors would be similar in lifespan to the interior, most incorrect. They said that we don't have to worry about that, my apologies.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Problem solved.
Okay, that's a good, alright, so moving on. So here's the bigger thing. We paid for the architect Set and Brito to come in and prepare specifications for all of the things that we need done here in the library. And that includes renovations of the bathrooms, and the family room, the server closet in the finance office. Basically, all of these things, they've been, Dawn specifically gave me a list of things that are part of this specifications that the architect drew up. Those specifications were then sent to ESCNJ, our cooperative, and they hunted down a proposal for us. It came from a company called Murray Contracting. The total price is $598,000. I should say $598,500. This would, again, be all of the renovations that we have listed up to this point. It's on there. Set and Brito turned around and told us that they thought the bid was too high. And so they went to, that's when we got into the situation with the MOESC, which we just voted on today.
Okay.
They provided an estimate, Set and Brito went to them, and their estimate was $524,036. So
That's for
considerably
all of
less.
that stuff.
Okay, the third option, we could also, as a group, we could go look at a third option, which is to go out to bid. But then we would have to provide specifications and do an open bid process. So after our discussion with Dawn and I, we said that the best thing to do was to go with the cooperative. Both companies have been vetted. We do have the funds. On August 28th in 2023, we had a capital draft plan that came out. It was resent through some questions. We voted on it back in 2023 on October 11th. And then we officially moved the funds into the capital fund with the approval of the capital plan and the funds. We now have funds in there since 2023. We currently have over $1 million there. We should, it is at least the Building and Grounds Committee suggestion that we move forward with making a decision on one of these cooperative bids and begin the work of beginning to renovate.
Should we make a motion now?
Well, no, I do not think we need to make a motion now. I think every member of the board should get a thorough look at the bids.
Okay.
I think we need to have a discussion, and I believe Dawn is going to have Set and Brito come in next month in October. No?
They're not gonna be able to come in.
Okay,
What they have proposed is that, and I can send dates to everyone, I can send these proposals out by Friday. I don't even think we would need one, that I will include the proposals that we have. And then they would like to take any questions ahead so that we can have any questions answered prior to the meeting.
right, and I'm under the belief that if we spread this information, everyone on the board should take a look at this information. We should have a good sense of it before we have our meeting in October, so that we can vote on this in
So
October.
that we can discuss it.
Because I would like to have this, kind of have a decision, I think Building and Grounds as a whole, we would like to have a decision made so we can begin the hard work of
Yeah,
doing these renovations.
absolutely.
I think it's a long time coming, we have the funds to do it. It's not putting us in any kind of financial bind. I think we need to move forward, but again, I think transparency with the entire board, everyone getting a good look at it, is the best way to go.
I have a question though. If we did go out to bid,
Mhm.
if we did do that, are we locked into whoever comes in at the lowest bid here? We're not the lowest bid, right?
No,
It's-
yeah, it would be,
Oh,
it would be lowest bid, but you're not locked in. If all the bids are outside of your anticipated budget, you reject all and bid again, or you say we're not doing it.
Okay, but if
But
you.
yes, if you are going to bid and move forward, you are bound to go with the lowest
The
bidder,
lowest, okay, just curious.
as long as they're responsive.
I gotcha.
And it's
Now,
on,
how many different fields of endeavor, for example, electrical, plumbing, whatever the case may be, could not be let separately?
so if you're talking about pulling out each independent part of the project and bidding or looking at all of those things separately, first of all, I don't think it's feasible because who's going to coordinate electrical versus plumbing versus tile? Someone would have to,
It's done all the time, the OBA, MUA does it.
it's not done by a library director, and that's who we have to do it. So,
Well, that doesn't mean you can't get some consultant, because it's understandable that you don't feel qualified to do it, that's fine.
but we also have what is in, and this is why I brought in the language from, I mean, Old Bridge uses pricing cooperatives all the time. Old Bridge Township is a part of ESCNJ. And what I brought in from
Long County.
MOESC, what I brought in from them is that using these cooperatives is a team effort to obtain benefits in pricing, product quality, and an efficient contract process for public purchasing entities. So it's just my suggestion that if we can't guarantee that this board would be able to know the pricing on these things, be ready to evaluate the product quality, and efficiently run this contract price, that it is reasonable and certainly strongly suggested to go with the public cooperative.
Well, please send me a copy of everything you've done so far, so
Everybody
we can
will-
start on that tomorrow morning.
Yes, I think that's that's why I brought it up tonight. I would like to get all that information out, and so we can immediately discuss this before the board meeting and have all of that ironed out. So that we can have like I said, full transparency, everybody can see everything, and then we can go from there.
Right,
But so-
Chris, for Nick.
Just to clarify, Rocco, so everybody's on the same page. We're talking about reviewing all of this, understanding the scope of the project, getting questions out that you want to be asked to San Bruno, and taking action in October.
Yes,
Okay, everyone clear on that timetable?
Well,
Yep.
I don't know that all of the things that may come up between now and then, that you should not necessarily commit to October, because is another month gonna kill everything?
No, but I think it's important that that's the goal, and then if we have, obviously, if the board's not prepared to move forward as a consensus board, then obviously we won't. But I think that should be the goal, and then if we go month to
We
month
should have
after
a
that,
goal.
then
We
that's
should
fine.
have, we should have a goal to try to commit to do this in October.
And
Absolutely.
I would just like to ask that, because we have repeatedly seen things sent out and not responded to. So what I was hoping was that I would have the proposals from MOESC and ESCNJ sent out by the 12th. And that we would have questions back by the 26th, if that's possible. That gives everybody 2 weeks for
I
questions.
was just going to ask you to give us a date.
Yep, and then we would have until October 3rd to get answers from the architect. And that would then give us time to consider them before October 8th.
Perfect. Would it be helpful to put all those dates in the email then for everyone that's not?
I think so, I
That's a
think,
good idea.
again, I think providing
Yeah,
all the board members
Yeah.
as much information as possible
Yeah.
should be, is what we should be doing.
Okay.
So I will send it out by Friday and then everyone will have 2 weeks to the 26th to submit questions. And then I will get answers to those questions by October 3rd
It's a good plan.
for the 8th meeting on the 8th.
Yeah, very good plan.
Okay, there are also two other projects that are being worked on right now, the lighting renovation. Two quotes were sent to Building and Grounds on August 4th. They were both over the bid threshold. And the recommendation with that is, with the recommendations that we are getting from the electrician is the rewiring of the current fixtures over replacing them, because just replacing the bulbs is easier, and instead of replacing the entire fixture, and if the light goes in the future, the entire fixture will have to be replaced again if we were to change fixtures. So just changing the bulbs is the easiest way and cheapest way for us to move forward.
Okay.
Okay, the new LEDs, they basically, it's not just the bulb, it's the entire fixture that needs to be replaced.
But if there's
So
nothing wrong with
we're
it,
not
we should-
rewiring.
We are rewiring.
We are, okay,
Yes.
yeah.
So what has been recommended by several electricians is that the rewiring is the way to go.
Yeah.
Because the older fixtures are built more solidly and all that kind of thing. So that was the recommendation from Buildings and Grounds, is that we're gonna move forward, but we are gonna have to do the bid process on that.
And, that is something that I would like to have us go out to bid and take a look at. We also have the garden, which is with that cricket going.
Yeah.
So we have a cricket in the room, Frank, so, we have, there's the clearing, grading, paving, one estimate, again, is again above the threshold.
Frank is no longer here.
Frank, you
I'm
still here?
here.
Oh, you are here. Oh, okay, sorry,
Just trying to
you're not
find-
showing up on Zoom, my apologies.
We have Frank and the cricket.
And again, when it comes to writing the bid for this, Dawn has admitted, and I agree, and again, I may be the chair of Building and Grounds, but again, and I may have had some landscaping experience in my backyard, but I really don't know how to write a bid for this. So other libraries, what they do is they consult the township. So I'm suggesting that Dawn do the same and consult the township and see what they come up with a bid for us on that.
And I reached out,
Go ahead, Frank.
Another question on the lighting. Now, I know the newer fixtures would have been better lighting, I believe. Since this is the original lights that were installed, are the bulbs that they're going to be putting in that fixture, are they improved somewhat over what the old ones are?
they're exactly the bulbs that would be put into the new LED fixture, so there is no difference between the new fixture and using the LED on the old ones.
Okay,
And I did ask the business administrator if she is okay with that process, with us using the town as all the other libraries do. She responded to me immediately and said to go ahead. I reached out to our financial officer on Friday and I have not heard back as yet. But I will make sure to follow up on that, because once we get started and the bids are prepared, it takes a month. And just so you know, both of these projects had come in around $50,000 each. And we have the funds for that.
And that's basically it with Building and Grounds. That is a lot. We do have quite a bit of stuff to look at, but I think, again, one of the things that I'm quite proud of is the fact that we keep moving forward to renovate this building. Especially now where we're seeing, our numbers going up, people are coming back to the library. I think coming back and seeing it in transition and becoming something bigger and better than what we have, I think is a major plus, and I think in the long run, it will attract more people to our library.
Very exciting.
Depending on what happens with the garden project, because that's the least expensive of the projects we talked about. Just so you know, QPA wise, the authorization, the bid threshold has now moved to 53. So if it's for the municipality, so if you're using their QPA,
Sorry,
then
got
it's
it.
53, it went from 44 to 53. So that may or may not matter,
I think they were both around 55.
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but so
Or the cricket.
I was
Yeah.
I was very disappointed when I learned about the bid thresholds being raised.
Mhm.
And I understand your point about it's the municipality's property, so perhaps it doesn't have to go through us.
Mhm.
I appreciate that, but it was for the schools and it was for municipalities, but not libraries.
Mhm.
I'm sure that was an oversight, but anyway. Yeah, I'm certainly gonna be, looking at those options, you know, the town has a lot of projects going on, so I wanna be conscious of that, but at the same time, this is our only option. And I've said that basically we're asking for these projects at no additional funds from our municipal appropriation, so it's a good thing. Okay, so
Okay.
was that everything? I feel like
That's everything.
okay,
That is
That was
everything.
All right. Finance Maria's not here and I have not heard from her. Do you guys have any update?
I have a request.
Okay.
I've reached out regarding a budget meeting.
Yeah.
Next month is October. This may be inappropriate, but I'm gonna request that I can send the budget out to the full board. We've not had a meeting and I sent it out to the finance committee in February.
Well, the finance committee is two people and one of them I'm virtually unable to contact with. I'll be happy to send you my version of it before you send it out to them.
Sure.
All right?
Other than that,
Okay.
Chris, is there any reason why we couldn't see it?
You can then proceed to
Okay.
send that to the full board at that point.
I would say send it out to the full board, given that.
So Frank, is yours commentary or is it an entirely separate draft?
No, it's just, my comments on some of the things you got in the budget, whether I agree, whether I have questions or not, those kinds of things, that's all.
Excellent, okay.
All right, great. Outreach and marketing.
I just wanna give you all news, I know this isn't from the committee, it's from us, but I know it's things that the committee would want us to do. So the monies that we have committed to the library marketing group to get the style guide done, we are making outstanding progress with the style guide. And these are things that we're, you know, coming out of triage mode and getting back to really, you know, are we calling it OBPL? Are we saying Old Bridge Public Library? When is it okay, you know, to use this font and that font and how we're doing things? So I'm gonna send that out to everybody just for fun, for everyone to look at once it's done. And the other big thing that we're doing here also ties in with ADA compliance. So this is something for the municipality as well, for communities over, I think it's 50,000. This, in the spring of 2026, for websites, there are going to be very different and increased standards for ADA compliance. And it has to do with colors and being able to see things in different ways for people who are blind or visually impaired, but it does also relate for folks who are blind because it's making sure that you can translate things and that our website is compatible with
You're
devices
doing that
that
at
are
the same
used.
time.
Yes,
Awesome.
yeah,
That's
we're
awesome.
getting all of that done.
So I'm on this committee, I've never received a phone call about this committee, so can we talk about this committee, please? Because I actually think that outreach and marketing is very
It
important,
is very important.
and we're lacking it, and I wanna get working, but I'm not the chair of it. So Frank, you're the chair of it, so what are we doing with
Who
this?
have you called and when?
I'm sorry?
Who have you called and when?
I haven't called anyone, I am not the chairperson of
Well, you
this
said
committee,
you're not
you
getting
are.
any calls from it, okay.
You are the
I'm calling.
chairman, from what I understand, of this committee, correct? Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay,
Yes, call me. I'll be happy to get that you call.
I think
Well,
what she's asking
no,
for is that
that's
you call a
not how-
meeting of
yes.
that
Yeah.
committee.
Will do.
all right, great, thank you.
Awesome. Personnel, obviously a lot of updates today, nothing else. at the
One other
moment,
thing.
Okay.
So at last month's meeting, one of our board members made a suggestion about a position that might be needed in administration. And I agreed to send out to the personnel committee the job description for that role. And then the suggestion was made about an assistant director. And I feel that because of the way administration is weighted right now, I think that we're doing pretty well with those things. The problem is facility. So I did draft a job description for a facility manager, which is also less expensive than an assistant director. And the facility manager position that I put out, I've not heard anything back from the personnel committee, but it would be managing these bids and bid processes, doing the proactive maintenance, all of the all of the inspections that have to be done every year, that some of this is in Irene's role. And let's remember that our budget is very different from when Irene started this position compared to what she's doing now. It would also be someone to manage our cleaning services.
On the bathrooms and everything.
And,
too,
and,
right?
and all of that.
Okay.
So that was sent to the personnel committee. I've not heard anything back, but I did send that.
When did you send it?
Yeah, I don't think are you sure?
Yeah,
Me neither.
all right, I will resend it tomorrow.
Okay.
I may not be in tomorrow, but definitely by Friday,
Fine.
I will make sure that I resend that email. Okay. And that was all I had.
Yeah, cause I think that's smart. Okay, any policy updates?
Nothing on policy.
Okay, and finally, technology,
I already went in on the Wi-Fi, so you'll get that next month.
okay? Moving to public comments,
No one could.
no one present, okay,
There was somebody.
there, yeah, she dropped,
About-
okay, can I have a motion to adjourn,
I will with the cricket.
okay? Second,
Second.
all in favor?
All in favor.
All in favor?
Alright, aye.
Yeah, I have it.
All right.
Have a good night,
Lovely
Frank.
Night,
Thank you.
Good night, Frank.